You are the master of your fate. Let's begin.
Have you ever worked tirelessly towards a goal, poured your heart and soul into your efforts during the day, only to feel like you're constantly hitting an invisible wall, like something crucial is missing, preventing you from truly breaking through to the success you know you deserve? It's a common frustration, isn't it? We push, we strive, we learn. But the extraordinary breakthroughs, the seemingly effortless manifestations of wealth and opportunity, often feel out of reach. Most of us are taught to focus relentlessly on our waking hours, the grind, the hustle, the conscious planning. And yes, that's undeniably important. But what if I told you that the missing key, the ultimate leverage point for unlocking unprecedented success, lies not in more effort during the day, but in what you do in the quiet, sacred hours just before you drift off to sleep? The top achievers throughout history, the millionaires, the innovators, the visionaries, including those I meticulously studied for decades, all shared a profound, often unconscious, understanding of this truth. They intuitively or deliberately harnessed the immense, untapped power of their subconscious mind, especially during that crucial period when the conscious mind begins to dim. They understood that the mind, specifically your subconscious, doesn't shut down when you close your eyes. In fact, it's often most receptive, most powerful, and most capable of working on your behalf when your conscious guards are down. It is the fertile soil where the seeds of your definite chief aim can truly take root and flourish, growing into the reality you desire while you rest. In this powerful, in-depth video, I'm going to unveil the Midnight Millionaire secret. This isn't just a theory, it's my precise, actionable nightly formula for programming your subconscious mind to automatically attract wealth, success, and your deepest desires. You'll learn the exact steps to prepare your mind before sleep, how to infuse your desire with the emotion that compels manifestation, real-life examples that prove this timeless principle works, the science behind why your brain is primed for this at night, common mistakes that sabotage your efforts, and how to avoid them. This knowledge can transform your waking life by transforming your sleeping hours. It's time to stop leaving your biggest dreams to chance. It's time to learn how to consciously direct the most powerful force within you and begin attracting your fortune, even as you dream. Stay with me because your journey to becoming a midnight millionaire starts now. In my vast library of work, particularly my magnum opus, Think and Grow Rich, lies a powerful, often overlooked, yet remarkably precise formula for influencing your subconscious mind. It's a secret that many skim over, but it's the very bedrock of what I call the Midnight Millionaire, a practice that the most successful individuals, whether they knew the name for it or not, intuitively employed. This isn't some complex, time-consuming ritual. It's a focused, intentional sequence of steps designed to harness the unique receptivity of your mind just as you transition from the conscious world into the realm of sleep. The why behind this specific timing is crucial. As your body relaxes and your conscious, analytical mind begins to wind down, its usual filters and skepticism are lowered. This creates a direct, unobstructed pathway to your subconscious mind, that powerful, fertile soil ready to accept whatever seeds you plant. The subconscious mind, that sleeping giant within you, never sleeps. It works ceaselessly, day and night, transforming into reality your dominant thoughts which are tinged with emotion. Imagine your conscious mind as the gatekeeper, constantly analyzing, questioning, and often doubting. As you drift towards sleep, this gatekeeper steps aside, allowing your direct commands to flow unimpeded into the vast, creative intelligence of your subconscious. This is why the moments just before sleep are not merely for winding down. They are for powering up your deepest desires. Now let's break down the essential components of my secret night formula. Each step is vital, and when combined, they create an irresistible force for manifestation. 1. Go to a quiet place. This isn't just about physical silence. It's about mental quietude. Find a space where you won't be disturbed, allowing your conscious mind to begin its descent into a relaxed state. This might be your bedroom, a comfortable chair, or simply a space where you can close your eyes and focus. 2. Repeat your definite chief aim. This is your precise goal, articulated with absolute clarity, especially focusing on the specific financial or success objective you wish to achieve. This is not a vague wish for more money, but a concrete declaration like, by specific date, I will have in my possession specific sum of money. 3. Emotionalize it, feel the reality. This is the critical spark. Don't just say the words, feel them. Tap into the emotions you would experience if your definite chief aim were already a reality. Feel the joy, the relief, the pride, the satisfaction of having achieved it. This emotional charge is the language the subconscious understands best. 4. Visualize yourself performing the service. This is a key nuance Hill emphasized. Your definite chief aim, e.g., a sum of money, must be in return for a service or value rendered. So, as you feel the emotion of having the money, also visualize yourself actively performing the work, delivering the value, or engaging in the actions that lead to that achievement. See yourself in the process of earning, creating, and contributing. 3. Emotionalize it, feel the reality. This is the critical spark. Don't just say the words, feel them. Tap into the emotions you would experience if your definite chief aim were already a reality. Feel the joy, the relief, the pride, the satisfaction of having achieved it. This emotional charge is the language the subconscious understands best. 4. Visualize yourself performing the service. This is a key nuance I emphasize. Your definite chief aim, e.g., a sum of money, must be in return for a service or value rendered. So, as you feel the emotion of having the money, also visualize yourself actively performing the work, delivering the value, or engaging in the actions that lead to that achievement. See yourself in the process of earning, creating, and contributing. You now understand the profound power of my nightly formula. But knowing the steps isn't enough. True mastery comes from how you execute them. This section is your practical guide to programming your subconscious mind before sleep, ensuring your definite chief aim isn't just a fleeting thought, but a deeply ingrained command that works on your behalf. Remember, your subconscious mind is an obedient servant. It doesn't judge. It simply acts upon the instructions it receives. The clearer and more emotionally charged your instructions are, the more effectively your subconscious can go to work, even while you're dreaming. Your subconscious mind is like fertile soil. It does not care whether the seeds planted are good or bad, productive or destructive. It merely takes whatever seeds are given to it, and by the law of its own nature, causes them to grow. Let's break down the precise how-to for programming your inner GPS. 1. Specificity of the goal, the laser focus. How to do it, don't just wish. Get out a pen and paper or open a digital document and write down your definite chief aim with absolute precision. This means the exact amount of money you intend to acquire, e.g., $1 million, not a lot of money. The precise date by which you intend to possess it, e.g., by December 31, 2026, not someday. A clear statement of what service or value you intend to give in return for this money, e.g., by developing and selling my new productivity app, not just getting lucky. This is crucial for balance and universal law. Why it works. Your subconscious cannot work with ambiguity. A fuzzy target yields fuzzy results. A crystal clear command gives your inner faculties a precise blueprint to follow. It's like giving exact coordinates to a GPS instead of just saying, go somewhere nice. 2. The power of repetition, drilling down the desire. How to do it. Just before you close your eyes for the night, go to a quiet place. Take your written statement of definite chief aim and read it aloud, slowly and clearly, 2 to 3 times. Speak it with conviction, as if you are giving a firm command to yourself. Some find it helpful to look at themselves in a mirror as they do this, increasing the personal impact. Why it works. Repetition is how the subconscious learns. It's how habits are formed. By consistently feeding your precise goal into your mind, you are literally carving new neural pathways and reinforcing the message until it becomes a dominant, ingrained thought pattern. 3. Infusing with emotion, the igniting spark. How to do it. This is arguably the most vital step. As you repeat your definite chief aim, don't just say the words, feel them. Tap into the emotions you would genuinely experience if your goal had already been achieved. Feel the joy, the relief, the pride, the satisfaction, the peace, the excitement. Imagine the freedom, the impact, the life you'd be living. Why it works. Emotion is the language of the subconscious mind. Pure thought without emotion is relatively weak, but thought, fused with profound emotion, becomes a magnetic power. It's the difference between merely thinking about success and feeling it deeply within your being, which then compels your subconscious to work tirelessly to manifest that felt reality. 4. Sensory visualization, creating your mental movie. How to do it. After repeating and feeling, close your eyes and create a vivid mental picture or movie of yourself already in possession of your definite chief aim. Engage all your senses. See yourself with the money, using it, seeing the results of your work. Hear the sounds of success, perhaps congratulatory words, the hum of your thriving business. Feel the textures, the crisp bills, the keys to your new office, the embrace of loved ones. Smell the environment, the fresh scent of success. Why it works. The subconscious mind responds powerfully to imagery and sensory detail. When you create a clear, multi-sensory mental blueprint, you provide it with undeniable instructions on what to manifest, making the future feel like an already existing reality. 5. Go to sleep holding this thought, the final imprint. How to do it as you drift into sleep. Let the final dominant impression in your mind be this clear, emotionalized vision of your definite chief aim. Avoid engaging in other thoughts, worrying, or checking your phone after this ritual. Simply allow your mind to hold on to this powerful intention as you slip into slumber. Why it works. Your subconscious mind continues to work on the last dominant thought impressed upon it, even during your sleep. This means you are literally programming your destiny overnight, allowing your inner genius to find solutions and attract opportunities while you rest. By diligently practicing these steps nightly, you transform passive wishing into active, subconscious programming. You're not just hoping for success, you're compelling it. In the next section, we'll explore real-life examples of how this powerful principle has manifested wealth and success for others, solidifying your belief in its undeniable power. You've learned the precise steps of my nightly formula for subconscious programming. You understand how to implant your definite chief aim with emotion and vivid imagery before sleep. But theory, however compelling, is always strengthened by undeniable proof. This is where we look at real-life examples of wealth manifestation, stories of individuals, both from my direct studies and from modern times, who embodied these very principles, often without even realizing the scientific terms for them, and consequently commanded their destinies. These are not tales of random luck or inherited privilege. These are stories of burning desire, unwavering faith, persistent action, and a subconscious mind so thoroughly programmed that it moved mountains to achieve what others deemed impossible. Every great fortune, every significant invention, every monumental achievement began as an idea, a definite purpose, cultivated and nurtured with such intensity that it awakened a sleeping giant within the mind, compelling it towards manifestation. Let's look at some powerful examples. 1. Henry Ford and the V8 engine. The challenge: Ford decided to build an 8-cylinder motor in a single block, a feat considered impossible by his engineers. They told him it couldn't be done. My principle in action. Ford, with a definite purpose and unshakable faith, told his engineers to persist, to continue working regardless of how many times they failed. He held the mental image of the successful engine. He had so deeply impressed this vision upon his own subconscious, through what we now call autosuggestion and persistence, that it became an absolute command. The manifestation: after months of failure, the impossible engine came to life, and the V8 motor became a cornerstone of his empire. His engineers often said it felt like the solution just appeared to them after their persistent efforts, driven by Ford's unwavering conviction. 2. Thomas Edison and the electric light bulb. The challenge: Edison famously failed thousands of times in his quest for a practical electric light bulb. Many would have given up. My principle in action. Edison possessed an almost superhuman persistence fueled by a clear, definite purpose. He had absolute faith in the eventual success. Each failure was simply a piece of feedback, showing him what didn't work. He was constantly, consciously and subconsciously seeking a solution, never doubting the possibility of the light. His subconscious was ceaselessly working on the problem. The manifestation: his ultimate success wasn't due to a sudden flash of genius, but the relentless application of effort guided by an unyielding inner conviction. 3. The anonymous salesperson. The challenge: a salesperson consistently fell short of their targets, felt discouraged, and lacked confidence in closing deals. My principle in action. This person started applying the night formula. Every night they would vividly visualize themselves exceeding their sales targets, not just with numbers, but feeling the pride, hearing the congratulatory calls, and seeing the satisfied customers. They would affirm, "I am a top-performing salesperson, effortlessly closing deals and providing immense value." They also visualized themselves delivering excellent service for every sale. The manifestation: within weeks, they noticed subtle shifts. They felt more confident, conversations flowed more easily, new opportunities seemed to appear, and their sales figures began to climb steadily, eventually surpassing their definite chief aim. Their subconscious, primed nightly, was now guiding their conscious actions and interactions. 4. A struggling entrepreneur with a vision. The challenge. An entrepreneur had a brilliant business idea but lacked funding, connections, and initial traction. My principle in action. Despite external doubts, they held a burning, definite purpose for their company's success. Every night they immersed themselves in the vision of their thriving business, feeling the energy of their team, the impact on customers, and the financial abundance. They consistently used autosuggestion and maintained faith. They also engaged in a nascent mastermind by frequently discussing their vision and problems with a trusted mentor whose belief reinforced their own. The manifestation. Over time, synchronistic events occurred. They met a key investor at an unexpected place, received invaluable advice that pivoted their strategy, and found the right team members who seemed to perfectly align with their vision. The company eventually became a resounding success. You've heard the historical examples. You felt the intuitive resonance of my nightly formula. But for the modern mind, the question often arises, is there actual science behind this? Is this more than just wishful thinking? The answer is a resounding yes. Modern neuroscience, psychology, and behavioral science are increasingly validating the profound impact of what we do with our minds just before sleep, echoing Hill's timeless wisdom. The top 1% may not have had fMRI machines to prove it, but their consistent results spoke for themselves. Today, we have a growing body of research that explains why the moments leading up to sleep are so uniquely powerful for programming your mind for wealth and success. The subconscious mind, unburdened by the critical conscious mind during sleep, is exquisitely receptive to suggestion. What you implant with emotion before slumber, your brain works on all night long. Let's explore the scientific underpinnings of why these night affirmations and visualizations are so incredibly effective. 1. Brainwave states, the gateway to the subconscious. The science. As you drift from wakefulness into sleep, your brainwave activity shifts. You move from the alert beta state into more relaxed alpha waves, and then into theta waves, which are characteristic of deep relaxation, meditation, and the hypnagogic state, the transition from wakefulness to sleep. In these states, the conscious mind's analytical and critical functions significantly reduce. Why it works. When the gatekeeper, your conscious, logical mind, steps aside, your subconscious mind becomes far more receptive to direct suggestion. It's like having a direct line, unfiltered and unscrutinized, to your inner operating system. This is why I emphasize the importance of this specific pre-sleep window. 2. Neuroplasticity, rewiring your brain for success. The science, your brain is not fixed. It's constantly changing and adapting based on your experiences, thoughts, and behaviors. This is known as neuroplasticity. When you consistently repeat thoughts and visualizations with emotion, you strengthen existing neural pathways and even create new ones. Why it works. Each nightly affirmation and visualization session is essentially a mental workout. You are actively rewiring your brain to recognize and pursue opportunities related to your definite chief aim. You are building the neural architecture for success, making positive actions more automatic and deeply ingrained. 3. The reticular activating system, RAS. Your inner filter. The science, located in your brainstem, the RAS is a network of neurons that acts as a filter for the information your brain processes. It helps you focus on what's important and ignore the rest. When you buy a new car, you suddenly see that car everywhere. Your RAS has been primed. Why it works. By consistently programming your definite chief aim and desires into your subconscious before sleep, you are instructing your RAS. During your waking hours, your RAS becomes highly attuned to opportunities, resources, and information that align with your programmed goals. It helps you notice what you might have otherwise overlooked, guiding you towards your manifestation without conscious effort. 4. Memory consolidation and problem solving during sleep. The science. Sleep is not just downtime. It's an active period for memory consolidation and problem solving. Your brain processes information from the day, consolidates memories, and often works on challenges you've presented it with. Why it works. When you give your subconscious a definite command just before sleep, it continues to work on that problem or goal throughout the night. You might wake up with sudden insights, creative solutions, or feel a renewed sense of purpose because your subconscious has been diligently working in the background. 5. The placebo effect and belief. The science. The powerful placebo effect demonstrates the mind's ability to influence the body and reality based purely on belief. When you truly believe something will happen, your body and mind behave in ways that facilitate that outcome. Why it works. Nightly affirmations, imbued with genuine faith and emotion, deepen your belief in your definite chief aim. This strong belief then influences your actions, your perception, and even the luck you encounter, aligning circumstances in your favor. The scientific community is increasingly catching up to the timeless wisdom understood by me and the world's most successful individuals. Your brain is a powerful manifesting machine, and the moments before sleep are your prime opportunity to program it. By understanding this science, you can approach your nightly ritual not as a superstitious act, but as a highly intelligent, neuroscientifically sound practice. You are leveraging the innate power of your own brain to align with your deepest desires. In the next section, we'll reveal the common mistakes that can sabotage this powerful ritual, so you can avoid them and maximize your results. You now understand the profound why behind my nightly secret and the compelling science that validates it. You're equipped with the formula and the understanding of its power. However, like any powerful tool, there are common mistakes that can inadvertently sabotage your efforts, preventing your midnight millionaire ritual from yielding its full potential. Many individuals try these techniques with genuine enthusiasm, but unknowingly fall into these traps. When results don't appear immediately, they become discouraged and abandon the practice, mistakenly concluding that the method doesn't work. But I tell you, the principles are immutable. It's often the application that needs refinement. The subconscious mind, while powerful, is precise. Any ambiguity, any negative countersuggestion, or any lack of genuine conviction can dilute or even neutralize your carefully planted seeds. Here are the critical mistakes to avoid, ensuring your nightly programming session is as effective as possible. 1. Lack of specificity, the vague whisper. Mistake, stating general desires like, I want more money, or I want to be happy without defining precise amounts, dates, or the service rendered. Why it sabotages. As we discussed, your subconscious mind is a precise GPS. A vague instruction leads to a vague or non-existent destination. It can't work on something it doesn't clearly understand. How to fix. Revisit your definite chief aim. Make it concrete. Exact amount, exact date, exact service in return. This clarity is paramount. 2. No emotion. The dry recitation. Mistake, mechanically repeating affirmations or visualizations without genuinely feeling the emotions of having already achieved the goal. Why it sabotages. Emotion is the fuel, the language of the subconscious. Words alone are often powerless. Without emotional charge, your subconscious perceives it as merely intellectual chatter, not a heartfelt command. How to fix. Before your ritual, take a moment to truly embody the feeling. Imagine the joy, relief, pride, or excitement so vividly that you genuinely feel it in your body as you say, and visualize your definite purpose. 3. Inconsistency, the sporadic seed planting. Mistake, performing the ritual only occasionally when you feel like it, or giving up after a few nights without seeing immediate results. Why it sabotages. Neuroplasticity and subconscious programming rely on repetition and consistency. Sporadic effort is like planting seeds once and expecting a full harvest. It lacks the continuous reinforcement needed to establish deep pathways. How to fix. Make it a non-negotiable daily habit. Commit to at least 30, 60, or 90 consecutive nights. Treat it with the same discipline as brushing your teeth. 4. Focusing on how. The micromanager trap. Mistake, getting bogged down in how your definite chief aim will manifest, trying to consciously map out every step or worrying if the how isn't immediately apparent. Why it sabotages. This pulls you back into the conscious, analytical mind, introducing doubt and hindering the subconscious's creative problem-solving abilities. Your job is to define the what and why. The how is often the domain of your subconscious and cosmic habit force. How to fix. Trust the process. State your definite chief aim, visualize the result, and then release the how to your subconscious. Focus on doing your part during the day while allowing your subconscious to work on the means. 5. Mixing positive and negative thoughts. The contradictory commands. Mistake, immediately after your nightly ritual, allowing negative self-talk, engaging in fear-based worries, or consuming negative news social media that contradicts your definite purpose. Why it sabotages. This is like planting a seed and then immediately pouring weed killer on it. Your subconscious receives conflicting messages, diluting the power of your positive programming. How to fix. create a buffer zone. After your ritual, maintain a positive, peaceful state as you drift to sleep. Avoid any input that contradicts your desired outcome. 6. Impatience. The expectation of instantaneous results. Mistake. Expecting your definite chief aim to manifest overnight or within a few days, and becoming discouraged or quitting when it doesn't. Why it sabotages. Major manifestations take time. Impatience breeds doubt, which is a counter-suggestion. It ignores the principle of persistence and the natural unfolding of universal laws. How to fix. Cultivate patience and faith. Understand that the universe operates on its own timeline. Focus on the process and the feeling of having it, trusting that the manifestation will occur in its perfect time. By consciously avoiding these common pitfalls, you clear the path for your subconscious mind to work with maximum efficiency. You are not just going through the motions, you are engaging in a highly intentional, scientifically sound practice that will accelerate your journey to wealth and success. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into cultivating that unshakable faith that truly powers this entire process. You've meticulously designed your definite chief aim, understood the mechanism of subconscious programming, and learned to avoid common pitfalls. Yet, for this entire system to operate at its peak, one element must be absolutely unshakable: faith. This isn't just about wishing or hoping. It's about cultivating a deep, visceral conviction in the attainment of your dreams, a belief so profound it borders on certainty. Without this unshakable faith, your affirmations become mere words, your visualizations hollow images, and your efforts, no matter how diligent, will lack the magnetic power to attract your desires. Faith is the eternal elixir which gives life, power, and action to the impulse of thought. Many individuals struggle to cultivate this level of faith. They are plagued by doubt, by past failures, by the limiting beliefs of their environment. They want to believe, but a deep-seated skepticism holds them back. But I tell you, faith is not a mystical gift bestowed upon a few. It is a mental state that can be cultivated and strengthened through deliberate practice, especially during your powerful nightly ritual. Here's how the top 1% actively build and sustain an unshakable faith in their dreams. 1. Gratitude in advance for future outcomes. How, before or during your nightly ritual, consciously express profound gratitude for your definite chief aim, as if it has already manifested. Feel genuine thankfulness for the wealth, the success, the new opportunities, the health, before they physically appear. Why it works. Gratitude is a high vibrational emotion that aligns you with abundance. By being grateful in advance, you send a powerful signal to your subconscious and to cosmic habit force that you already possess what you desire, reinforcing its manifestation. It shifts you from a mindset of lack to one of abundance. 2. Reviewing past victories, building self-efficacy. How? Take a moment each night to mentally, or in a journal, recall 2-3 specific instances from your past where you overcame a challenge, achieved a difficult goal, or manifested something you deeply desired. Focus on the feeling of triumph and capability. Why it works. This is direct evidence to your conscious mind and thus influences your subconscious of your own power and ability. It builds self-efficacy and confidence, reminding you, I have done hard things before, I have achieved, I can do this again. It actively counters past failures or doubts. 3. Acting as if, embodying the future self. How? As you prepare for sleep, spend a few moments embodying the person who has already achieved your definite chief aim. How would they feel? How would they carry themselves? What decisions would they make? Step into that identity mentally and emotionally. Why it works. This is a powerful form of autosuggestion. By literally being the person who already has what you desire, you create a stronger energetic and mental blueprint for your subconscious to follow. It collapses the distance between your current self and your future self. 4. Minimizing negative input, protecting your belief system. How? Strictly guard the information you consume, especially in the hours leading up to your nightly ritual. Avoid negative news, cynical conversations, or anything that feeds doubt or fear. Curate your environment for positivity and inspiration. Why it works. Faith is fragile in the face of constant negativity. Just as you wouldn't expose a delicate plant to toxic fumes, you must protect your developing faith from corrosive influences. 5. Letting go of the how. Trusting infinite intelligence. How? Once you've clearly defined your definite chief aim and impressed it upon your subconscious, release the need to figure out every single step of how it will manifest. Trust that your subconscious, in conjunction with cosmic habit force, will reveal the means. Why it works. Obsessing over the how creates anxiety and doubt, which undermine faith. True faith involves trust. When you trust the how will be revealed, you free up mental energy and allow for unexpected, often miraculous, pathways to emerge. The unwavering faith of the top 1% is not naive optimism. It is a profound, active conviction built through deliberate practice that empowers their definite purpose and compels their subconscious mind to work miracles. By integrating these faith-building practices into your nightly ritual, you transform a fragile hope into an unshakable inner knowing. This deep, profound belief is the very force that moves mountains, drawing your dreams from the realm of the invisible into the tangible reality of your life. In the next section, we will bring it all together, giving you the exact words you can say every night to activate this incredible power within you. You've internalized the profound wisdom of my principles. You understand the why, the how-to, the science, and the critical importance of unshakable faith. Now, let's bring it all together into the most actionable part of your Midnight Millionaire ritual. The exact words to say every night to program your subconscious mind for wealth and success. This isn't about memorizing a rigid script, but understanding the core components that make these verbal commands so potent. The power lies in the specificity, the emotional charge, and the consistency with which you deliver them to your receptive subconscious mind. The subconscious mind takes orders literally. The more clearly and emotionally you articulate your definite chief aim, the more rapidly and precisely it will work to bring it into your physical experience. Here's a powerful, customizable template for your nightly autosuggestion, designed to be spoken aloud, clearly, and with unwavering conviction, especially as you drift into that receptive state before sleep. Your nightly wealth command, customizable template. I say your full name, believe with absolute faith that I will have in my possession specific sum of money, for example, $1 million, by specific date, for example, December 31st, 2026. This money will come to me in return for say your specific service or value you will render. For example, developing and launching a groundbreaking online education platform that helps thousands achieve financial literacy. I am now actively engaged in creating and delivering this service with excellence. I can see myself clearly in possession of this money. I can feel the immense joy and gratitude of having it. I can hear the positive impact it is creating in my life and the lives of others through the service I provide. My subconscious mind is now taking this definite command. It is working ceaselessly, day and night, to guide my thoughts, inspire my actions, and attract every necessary resource, person, and opportunity to bring this definite chief aim into my reality. I am grateful for this wealth. I am grateful for the opportunity to serve, and I am grateful for the intelligence within me that is making this manifest. It is done. Notice the key elements in that template. Your personal identity, starting with I, your name, makes it incredibly personal and direct to your subconscious. Absolute faith. This reinforces the unwavering belief that is crucial for manifestation. Specificity. Exact amount and exact date provide a clear target. Value exchange. The crucial reminder of what service or value you intend to give. This anchors your desire in universal principles of contribution, not just arbitrary gain. Sensory and emotional immersion. The use of see myself clearly, feel the immense joy, and hear the positive impact engages all senses and emotions, which are the language of your subconscious. Active subconscious command, directly stating that your subconscious is taking the command and working on it empowers the inner ally. Gratitude, expressing thanks in advance, reinforces your belief and aligns you with abundance. Finality, phrases like it is done create a powerful sense of completion and certainty, solidifying the impression. Your task each night is to make this declaration your own. Personalize the service you render, the exact figures, and the specific feelings it evokes in you. The more authentic and emotionally charged it is for you, the more powerful it becomes. This is not a mere ritual. It is a conscious, deliberate act of creation. It is your nightly command to your most powerful inner ally, the subconscious mind, to align all your faculties and attract the forces necessary to bring your definite chief aim into physical form. In our final section, I will give you the ultimate motivation to start tonight. Don't let this knowledge remain just information. Transform it into action and begin commanding your destiny as the true midnight millionaire you are meant to be. we've journeyed through my profound blueprint for the Midnight Millionaire, from establishing your definite purpose to understanding the science of your subconscious, and finally, crafting the exact words to program your destiny. You now possess knowledge that has guided the world's most successful individuals to their fortunes. But knowledge, my friend, is merely potential power. It's like having the most precise map to a hidden treasure, but never taking the first step. The true transformation, the tangible results you seek, will only begin when you transition from understanding to action. The great achievements of mankind were not born from intellectual comprehension alone, but from the fiery courage to apply what was understood. Many people will watch this video, feel inspired, perhaps even write down their definite chief aim. But then, as the day ends, they'll fall back into old habits, scrolling aimlessly, dwelling on worries, or simply neglecting this powerful nightly ritual. And by doing so, they leave their destiny to chance, rather than to deliberate, conscious design. This is your moment of decision. This is your call to action. The transformation you desire, the wealth you envision, the success you crave, it doesn't just unfold. It is actively, systematically, and persistently programmed. And the most powerful programming session happens in the quiet sanctity of your night. Why is it so crucial to start tonight? Momentum. The longest journey begins with a single step. By performing your ritual tonight, you build immediate momentum, signaling to your subconscious and to the universe that you are serious about your definite purpose. Compounding power. Each night you consistently apply this formula, you deepen the neural pathways, strengthen your faith, and impress your subconscious with greater force. The effects compound over time, making your attraction power irresistible. Reclaiming your power. Every time you consciously engage in this ritual, you reinforce the truth that you are not a victim of circumstance, but the master architect of your own life. You are taking control of your inner world, and by extension, your outer reality. The unseen work. While you sleep, your subconscious mind, that tireless servant, will begin to work on solutions, uncover opportunities, and guide you towards the manifestation of your definite chief aim. Don't waste another night. Don't wait for motivation to strike perfectly. Don't wait until you feel like it. Make a firm decision right here, right now, that you will implement my Midnight Millionaire secret starting tonight. Your challenge, if you choose to accept it, is to commit to this nightly ritual for the next 30 consecutive nights. Experience the shift. Witness the change. Feel the power of consciously directing your destiny. Your destiny doesn't just unfold, it is programmed. Start programming yours tonight and wake up to a world where your deepest desires begin their journey to reality. Now I want to hear from you. What is one specific definite chief aim, be it financial, personal, or professional, that you are committing to program into your subconscious tonight? Share your commitment in the comments below and let the journey of your Midnight Millionaire begin.
Remember, your success begins the moment you decide to act.